This video is presented by the EA Game Changers program. Thank you so much to EA for providing me with an early access copy. Hey everyone, it's plumioux here and welcome back to my channel for a brand new video. And if this is the first time you're visiting my channel, welcome. My name is plumioux, aka Plum, aka Erica, and I create Sims 3 and Sims 4 videos here on my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be providing you guys with an early access look at the cast items that came with the 7th game pack for The Sims 4, StrangerVille. So how this is going to work is I have 4 models, and as I dress them in some of my favorite items from this pack, we're going to be learning a little bit about them, and I'm going to be discussing my thoughts and opinions as a whole on casts. And at the end of the video, I will be providing a full breakdown with everything you get with this game pack when it comes to Create a Sim items. So without further ado, let's jump into Create a Sim. So this is Elle Kibner, and she has worked her tushy off to get where she is in the military career. She read a post for more cadets that were wanted out in Strangerville, so that's how she ended up there, but I don't think Elle knows what she's gotten herself into. So we've just gone through the hair and the hats and the accessories for females. There are 3 new hairs, 2 new hats, 2 new accessories, but there is something that is missing which really upsets me. We have no new makeup. We haven't had a new blush since Get to Work, and it really upsets me. Now I'm going to be honest with you guys, when it comes to the clothing items for females, I'm not that enamored with them. I think the detail is great on them, but it doesn't really suit my play style. Like, I like these jeans that we're looking at, but the patches seem a little bit OTT to me, and I'm not a massive fan of all of the tops that we got. There is a jacket that I do really like, and we have this full body outfit, but these clothing items aren't my favorite that we've had in any of the packs. I do like this top that I'm using for her formal wear, although I do think I changed that at some point. Other than that, the female items in this pack are just sort of to me, and that's just my opinion. I just don't think they suit my play style, but I will say that they are very detailed, so I think the Sims team deserves a round of applause for that, because they are getting a lot better with their details. But I feel like the male items in this pack are a lot better, and I prefer them to the female items, which doesn't happen very often. Now I am taking you through all of Elle's outfits, and you'll notice that if it's not from Strangerville, it's going to be base game. So I will be putting this family quote unquote up on the gallery in case you guys would like to download them and put them in your own game and play out their lives in Strangerville and see if they can solve the mystery. But here is that new dress that we got, and now I've gone back to that top. I had to make sure that I didn't use that top in the everyday or the formal categories because I didn't want to repeat them. Now we have a few new bottoms. I think there's about 6 for females, and I actually really do like these bottoms, but I wanted to use one of the hats, so I thought I would use it in the swimsuit, and I went for the cowboy hat, which you're going to see right now. This is one of the 2 new hats that we got, and it reminds me of something that you might see in Vegas. So for the hot weather outfit, I went with this top, and I'm showing you some of the swatches. Now I was going to use the brand new shorts that we got, which are right here, but I didn't really like the flower patterns, but again, they are very detailed. You can kind of see the embroidery on the flowers, so I do appreciate that, but I decided to go for some other shorts. And then we are going to move on to the cold weather outfit after I put on the new accessory that we got with this pack, which I'm not sure what it is. I think it's a bracelet, maybe a medallion bracelet, but here we are on the cold weather, and I absolutely love this top. It looks textured, it looks detailed, it looks comfy, it looks cozy, and it is my favorite top for females. So this is Elle Kibner. She has all come together, and she is actually going to get the brand new aspiration that came with this pack, Strangerville Mystery, and then we are going to take a look at all of her outfits before moving on to the next sim. So this is Kirk Yannick, and he has gone down the scientific route in order to get himself to Strangerville. Kirk is a little bit mean-spirited, and he will do whatever it takes to solve the mystery that's going on in Strangerville. This could include experimenting on other Sims, which, by the way, I don't know if that's something that you have to do in order to solve the mystery, so this is not a spoiler, but that is the type of Sim that Kirk is. He will do whatever it takes in order to impress the mother. Now, you guys saw with the new hairstyles, I was flip-flopping between the two. I couldn't decide if I wanted to give Kirk dreads or if I wanted to go with this military haircut. I went with the military haircut in the end because Kirk is very straight-laced. Now, when it comes to the male cast items for this pack, I am in love with the tops that the team has given us. I had such a hard time choosing which tops to go with which outfits, and that is a problem that I am more than happy to come, especially when it comes to male Sims, because usually male Sims get the shaft. So I was so happy with the variety, with all the different swatches that we got. Now, Kirk is also going to be wearing base game items and clothing if it's not from Strangerville. One of the things I'm really disappointed about when it comes to the male side of cast is that there's no clothing accessories. The females only got one with that bracelet medallion, but I really like to see balance being struck in all of the genders and all of the age stages. So I would have liked to see something for males in that department. But here we are on the party outfit, and I've put on this western top. I really like the detailing that is at the shoulder blades, and I've paired it with some base game jeans, some base game shoes, because when it comes to the bottoms and the shoes, they're the same as the females, and I didn't think they looked really good on Kirk, so I decided to go with base game. So here we are on the cold weather outfit, and I had such a hard time choosing between these three tops. I love the swatches, I love the details on them. I couldn't choose between sort of the Top Gun flight jacket or the Rastafarian hoodie, but in the end I decided to go with the Top Gun flight jacket. Now, there is a new trait that comes with this pack, which is paranoid, and Kirk is definitely a little bit paranoid, so I thought I would give him that trait. But let's check out his outfits. Our child model is little Eve Skinner, and as you guys can see, she's got a green tinge to her skin. Eve is an orphan, and she thought that she would head to Strangerville in order to find like-minded Sims, but Eve bit off a little bit more than she could chew once she noticed that the townsfolk were acting a little bit strange. So when it comes to children for the Sims 4 Strangerville cast items, there's not a lot going on. We have got one full body outfit, one top, and one stylized outfit, and that is all she wrote, which is really disappointing. I've been saying throughout this entire video that I need to see balance throughout all of the age stages when it comes to cast items, and so I feel like the team missed the mark. So Eve is going to be wearing a lot of base game items with her outfits because that's all she has to choose from. I would have really liked to see maybe some clothing accessories, maybe a bracelet. Heck, I would have even taken a costume where your kids could dress up as aliens or even mini scientists, because I've got a feeling that this pack is not geared towards children or toddlers. They're not going to be out there solving the mysteries that the mother is giving them. So I feel like in order to balance things out for the lack of probably gameplay that we're going to see for the younger generations of Sims, it should have been made up for in the cast arena. I feel like there's so much that could have been added for kids and toddlers. We could have had a new aspiration, a new trait, I don't know, anything. There's so many categories to choose from in cast, and it's just really disappointing that there are only 3 items that are new with The Sims 4 Strangerville. I will say this though, I do really like this new top that we got. It is very detailed. There are lots of nice new swatches that we get, but let's check out all of Eve's mostly base game outfits. Our final little model is Newt Beldar, and unfortunately for him, when it comes to The Sims 4 Strangerville, there is absolutely nothing cast-wise when it comes to toddlers, which kind of makes sense because I don't think this pack would be geared towards toddlers and children, but nonetheless, it's still a little bit upsetting to me. So I thought I would take this opportunity to discuss my final thoughts on casts when it comes to The Sims 4 Strangerville. So I think the team has done a really good job. Throughout the years, they've just been getting better and more detailed. For example, on the tops and the bottoms, you can see all of the different textures, and I really appreciate that. I am such a texture and detail type of girl, so I take notice of things like that. Now, of course, there are things that I'm not really enamored with when it comes to the items cast-wise. For instance, I'm super upset that we don't have any new makeup. It's very upsetting to me that the last blush that we got was from Get to Work. We need some new blushes so that we don't have to resort to CC all the time. Not that there's anything wrong with CC, but I would really appreciate it if the team would give us more. Now, I can appreciate that probably normal makeup isn't going to fit the theme for this pack, but I feel like there needs to be a balance. And there needs to be a balance when it comes to the clothing items for different age stages so that no sim feels left behind and they have to resort to base game items like little Newt Beldar here. That's what I really look for when it comes to casts in new packs, is that it is well-rounded. And this pack is a little bit askew. Of course, the females got more items than the males, although I do have to say overall, I like the male items a lot better than the female items in this pack. And speaking of that, the one thing that I'm really upset about when it comes to the female side of this pack is that they don't have that sort of Top Gun jacket with the dog tags and the fur collar. I would have loved to see that in the female section because it just looks so good on the males, and I think the females should be able to rock that jacket as well. Overall though, the team are stepping up their game in the detail department, and the items go really well with the theme of this pack, so I can appreciate that. But I think I'm going to wrap this up here. Love you and leave you guys for the rest of the video. Make sure to let me know down below in the comment section what you guys think of the cast items that came with The Sims 4 Strangerville. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to do all those cool interweb things, like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you've got that bell ding dong so you can be notified whenever I do upload. But for now, I'm gonna skedaddle. Don't be a plum stranger now, guys. Bye!
Now it's time for a breakdown.